right. What's going on, gang? It is indeed marathon time. All right. Podcasting, video uploads, hopefully some live broadcasting in between the 12-hour, 13-hour, 14-hour shifts, and working the weekends as well. And maybe for about 2 months. There's high volume in the factory. The overtime is available. We function at the blue collar level. So we've got to go get the shit. All right, let's take a look over here. Alabama prosecutor, or I still say sociopathic careerist. We're going to play some audio here. Alabama prosecutor drops charges against, to my understanding, I think her name is Marshae Jones, who was shot in the stomach, and but she was pregnant, and the pregnancy was terminated via this gunshot to the stomach. All right. And I don't know a lot of these stories very closely, but I do know the conclusion, right? So the conclusion is that Lyniece Washington, the prosecutor, dropped the charges, right? That's the conclusion that we're looking at. All right, but for folks looking at the video, we're going to actually pull up some video here in the podcast, folks. You're going to hear the audio. And I mean, this is some sociopathic careerist bootlicker shit. Like, I'm not impressed by this. Like, just because that's the black faces in high places don't move me. Even though I think most likely this person dropped the charges because Marshae Jones is black. But also, there's an optics thing. Like, this is just a thinker, right? Because, like, a lot of conservative-minded folks, they're not thinkers. They're emotional. They're in the moment, you know, and they just pop up and they move with their hunch. Like, hell, that's why the charges were brought against her and why she was indicted, because a bunch of conservatives got up there and said, "Nigger woman baby dead, nigger woman kill baby," you know, and that was their reaction because they're conservative minded, while she is thinking about tomorrow, but she's not thinking about tomorrow for Marshae Jones. She's thinking about tomorrow for her career, right? Like, you think she's not seeing the way folks are talking about the Kamala Harris, the dark-skinned white woman? She sees that shit. So as a black prosecutor with a potential career ahead of her beyond this, she's not going to do this shit and have this on her record. But at the same time, she's going to say some bootlicker bullshit on the way. Let's go ahead and bring this up. Doobie-doop, skip, bop, dibbity-doop.
As I have previously stated, this is truly a disturbing and heartbreaking case.
Okay. I do not like how that audio's coming through at all. Let's fix this. Hold up. Quick fix. Quick fix, quick fix. Easy business. Hold on there, folks. I tend to forget that when I screen share, it shares audio as well. All right, so this is the what I find to be sociopathic prosecutor, Lyniece Washington.
As I have previously stated, this is truly a disturbing and heartbreaking case. An unborn child was tragically lost.
Now, she realized, she knows. Now, you realize what she did right there? That's actual political correctness. Because she knows that she's talking to Alabama people. And what is political correctness? Making sure that you use the language that will most appeal to your target audience. And to that target audience, a fetus is an unborn child. That's what you have to say. All right?
And families on both sides of this matter have suffered. Nothing.
Now, what is families on both sides of this matter? She talking about the shooter? The shooter suffered? The fuck out of here.
Nothing we do today or in the future will change that reality.
Nothing will change the reality that both families on both sides suffered. So the family with the dead fetus and the family with the shooter have both suffered? Say who, huh?
The issue before us is whether it's appropriate to try to hold someone legally culpable for the actions that led to the death of the unborn child. There are no
The actions that led, again, now, remember, this is what actual political correctness looks like. Unborn child, not fetus. And also the actions that led, not someone deliberately pulled out a fucking, who knows, maybe semi-automatic? I don't know what kind of gun it was. But someone pulled out a Second Amendment freedom protector and shot somebody. It's not... Give it again. Run it back, just a wee bitty boo.
For the actions that led to the death of the unborn.
The actions that led. No, somebody shot somebody with a gun that they probably untamed with great ease. It's Alabama. Unborn child again.
There are no winners, only losers in this sad ordeal. After reviewing the facts of this case and the applicable state law, I have determined that it is not in the best interest of justice to pursue prosecution of Ms. Jones on the misdemeanor charge for which she was indicted by the grand jury. Therefore, I am hereby...
All right. Indicted by the grand jury. All right. The grand jury got together and said, that nigger woman killed a baby.
Dismissing this case, and no further legal action will be taken against Ms. Jones in this matter. It is important to point out that my decision not to prosecute Ms. Jones is in no way a criticism of the hard-working and conscientious members of the Jefferson County Bessemer Cutoff Grand Jury.
She had to make sure, call them hardworking, and make sure to say, I'm not criticizing them for trying to throw this black woman in a rape cage for getting shot. No criticism of them for that. And also, cherry on top, they're hardworking. Because somehow she just knows that about them, right? This is political correctness and buck dancing, boot licking shit. Disgusting. The charges are dropped. Good news there. But the framing around it, rhetorical precedent.
Who answered the call to public duty. These citizens took the evidence presented by them by the Pleasant Grove Police Department and made what they feel is to be a reasonable decision to indict Ms. Jones.
She can't say these racist, sexist, sadistic pieces of shit. She can't say what's true. She has to be politically correct for conservatives. Conservatives demand the most political correctness.
The members of the grand jury took to heart that the life of an unborn child was violently ended and
unborn child, and they took it to heart. Nah, they weren't thinking sadistically with their heads. They were being emotional and reasonable via these emotions.
Believe someone should be held accountable. But in the interest of all concerned, we are not prosecuting this case, and I have taken the stand that this office will no longer would no further prosecute this matter.
Yeah, never will I ever be impressed with black faces in high places. All right? So, let that be that. Doobie doop, bring the screen down. WineCellarMedia.com. Doing this shit in between these motherfucking shifts. Like it's what, 2:40 a.m. and I'm not supposed to be on till 6 a.m., but I might run in a little early, just, make sure things are going all right. And but for now, I got to get the frack out of here. All right? All right. Please be as safe as possible wherever an unborn child is.